What was education like for Jane Austen? Well, at the same time, she had what was considered to be a very fairly typical education for girls of the era. And at the same time, a very unusual one. Hi, I'm Dr. Anne Furtick, literary historian and scholar of Jane Austen, and this is our countdown to Jane Austen's 250th birthday and the release of our podcast, Finding Jane Austen. So Jane Austen's education began in the home, and it would have been her mother who would have instructed her in basic skills like how to read and how to count. Austen's mother, Cassandra Lee Austen, came from a long line of Oxford academics. The education she provided Austen would have been nothing to sniff at either. Then, around the age of 8, Jane, her sister Cassandra, and their cousin were sent to a woman named Mrs. Colley, and Mrs. Colley was a relative of her cousin. Under Mrs. Colley, Austen would have learned some grammar, maybe a little French. We know Mrs. Colley was a musician herself, so this is likely where Jane Austen received the first of her music education, but Mrs. Colley proved to be a disaster. For reasons that are unknown to us today, she took the 3 girls out of Oxford all the way to Southampton, possibly without their families knowing. At that time, Southampton was undergoing a typhus epidemic, and all 3 girls contracted typhus, possibly almost dying, when they heard the girls' mothers came to pick them up. So not long after this incident, once all of the girls had recovered, the family decided to send the girls away to a new school, this time a proper school, the Reading Abbey School. And this school, at first glance, seems fairly typical for girls' schools of the era, except unlike most schools, this school produced not only Jane Austen, but 7 other successful female writers, including Caroline Lamb and Mary Russell Mitford. If you're interested in learning more about the bizarre and wonderful world of Reading Abbey School and the wild characters Jane Austen encountered there, be sure to subscribe to our podcast, Finding Jane Austen, available on your favorite podcast app.